Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh my gosh. So I am so excited to be here. It is Tuesday night. I have no idea who is going to be here with me, and it's all good. I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium, master instructor with integrated energy therapy, and uh, Guidance 311 is the community that we have built this last decade. And I am just so excited to start this new year with all of you and kind of finding my footing. And so, really pleased to pull one free card for as many as I can fit into the hour. I know that I did put that I would be live on Facebook. Unfortunately, it didn't really go out to YouTube, so I apologize. Seeing as that's the platform that I'm actually live on. So, we have a few things to talk about tonight. Some business for the new year. We are going to be really rocking and rolling with Spiritual 411, the podcast, which you can find right here on YouTube or on all of your podcast platforms. If you're a listener, if you're in your car and want to listen or doing the dishes like I am, you can get that on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or iHeart, and also Apple Podcast. So good morning or good morning. Oh my gosh, it's been so long that I've done this. I feel nervous a little bit, I think. So hello, Darlene. Hello, Desiree. Hello, one of a kind bee. Welcome. All right. So tonight we are going to a little housekeeping. Tonight we are going to be using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. Which, it was fun. I actually just got this deck out and cleared it. And it's been a minute since I've used it because really, for the past decade, I think mostly I've used it on these Tuesday tarots. So welcome, everyone. All right, so let's get started. You're here. I'm here. Darlene, I am so glad you are here, because I've been thinking about you. So I hope that everyone is doing well in your family. And just know that you have been in my thoughts and my prayers, as well as your mother. So thank you so much for all of the continued support. And I hope things are going well for all of you. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to bring through for Darlene, as the card literally, Archangel Jophiel, card number 15, decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Wow, decision. Yeah, I almost feel like maybe you have decisions that you need to make, and that am I right or am I wrong keeps coming up. What's the right thing to do? And to be honest with you, I think you have to drop down into your heart, because I do feel like with all of those doves being set free out of that cage, that's kind of what I'm getting, is it's time to set love free and take that how that resonates. But just know that the love will continue. Whatever way you decide to go, the love will never end. And I really feel like Spirit is coming through with this idea of like not doubting yourself, that truly in your heart what your higher self, the calling of that heart space that's coming through for you. And, Spirit never brings us the easy stuff. I wish they did. But they always bring us the stuff that's I'm really feeling like this is breaking your heart. And so, take the time that you need. Give yourself the space and the grace that if you can't be there for everyone else right now, it's okay to be there just for yourself, for sure. That Spirit is coming through with support. Great, great support to help you make whatever decision you need to make. But I think for me, the biggest message is, with all those doves, love is energy, and energy can't be destroyed. And so even when relationships change, people move on, the love is still there. It may change its form from physical to non-physical, but it continues. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello, Desiree. Hello. So let me just give these a good Oh, your card is 6 of Michael. So Archangel Michael coming in for you. If that is an archangel that you feel around you or have felt around you, I feel like this is validation. If you've not felt Archangel Michael around you, I just feel like you need to know that he is around you protecting you. And I'm feeling like this protection is coming in the form of removing harsh situations from you. Because the explanation on the card is light at the end of the tunnel, breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. And so that's what I'm kind of feeling here, that Archangel Michael is bringing in this message of you are protected, that what you've been through has put you through this like soul level lesson or this soul level growth, evolution, expansion. And so, and it does, when these types of situations happen, it does bring us to our knees. When everything that we have believed is being shown in a different light, it's very, it steps us back. You know, my whole world has shifted. My belief system, was I always wrong? And I feel like Archangel Michael has been coming in to protect you, to kind of move things in your life so that you can see, feel, and know here where you need to be versus where you have been in the past. So I feel like this is very much a paradigm shift in your life. A very much an old story is moving out and a new story is moving in. And this light at the end of the tunnel is because you've made it. Even if it doesn't feel it right now, even if it still doesn't feel it for the next, I would say 4 to 6 weeks, okay? End of February. I feel like you will know. You will know how it is. Been a blessing in disguise, even though right now that's not what it feels like. Even though right now it feels very much not that, right? But Archangel Michael is coming in to say you're not alone, number one. He's right there with you. You can call on him to help you with the strength and the courage that you need to kind of finish out this last hurdle. And there's also something here. I keep being drawn to 2 things on this card. This very geometric shape. So I feel like you're getting a lot of downloads that are raising your vibrational frequency and bringing in your crystalline light body. So there has been a lot of purging, or is continuing to be purging, or maybe a big purge is imminent. But Desiree, I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to know that you're up-leveling in such a way that the things that you've been wanting, the manifestations that you've been working on, they're coming in. They may not come in the way that you think. I feel like they're going to come in bigger, bolder, and better. The 3 B's I'm hearing: bigger, bolder, and better. So you will be able to make a sigh of relief and in new plans. And there is something here about relocation or travel. Because in the end of the day, even if you don't physically relocate or travel, there's going to be a huge relocation of your energy on the inside. What you accept, what you don't accept, um, and really empowering yourself to make the choices and decisions that are right for you and not for anyone else. So, this is a very big upgrade that you're going through. And this crystalline light body that you're stepping into is going to bring you a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowing that you know, wisdom from past lives that's being reactivated, wisdom from this lifetime that's being solidified. I think there's still a lot of questions for yourself. Did I do the right thing? Did I make the right decision? Am I going in the right direction? All those woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? And I just feel like, Desiree, that you're coming into this time of knowing that as hard as it was, and maybe it wasn't what I wanted at all, I was propelled out of a situation because now I'm going into a beautiful new direction. Look at that boat. It's airborne. It's jumping those waves. So I feel like you're jumping from one very big crest to the next because it's time for you to be in that new direction. It's time for you to be in that new energy with those new people, with that new empowered state of being. I just feel like you're seeing through the BS. You're seeing through the BS, and it's really tipping people over. But that's okay, because that's exactly what this time for you is about. It's about making those people uncomfortable who have been doing you dirty for a very long time, and you see it now, and there's no more accepting it. There's no more accepting it. And I feel like this is all parts of your life. It's not just personal. It's not just professional. I feel like it's across the board, because now when you see truth, you just see it in any situation that you're in. There's no not seeing the truth. And that doesn't mean that you can or have to, walk around in any kind of, I guess what I'm saying is you don't have to make any big decisions. You don't have to call anybody out. You don't have to have any conflict with anybody. You can simply just remove yourself. You can simply just back away and be like, I see it. It's not okay. And this is why I don't have what I need. Sometimes when we don't have a safe and stable environment, especially, financially or physically, it's because the people around us are pulling our energy away from us in such a way that we can't use it for ourselves. And I feel like if you've lost relationships, romantic or otherwise, it's because they were drawing on you energetically in such a way that you couldn't manifest what you needed. And I feel like Archangel Michael is coming in to say, it's time. It's time for you. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. Hey, Mariana. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So, yeah, that was good. That was good. I hope that resonated. That was good. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I truly appreciate you. So, we've got some beautiful events going on. One in-person event starting in March is going to be IET certification weekend. am able to certify the basic, the intermediate, and the advanced level. And then I will share the information for the master instructor level for those of you who want to move on to my mentor, who's just about 40 minutes away from where I am. So very, very commutable, doable. And she also does the master level instruction in a weekend. And instead of 3 days, it's 2 days. So integrated energy therapy is the energy therapy modality that I've been helping shift people out of lower vibrational frequencies into higher vibrational frequencies so they can manifest the life that they want. And really eliminating, removing, deleting any negative attachments So it's profound, powerful work. If you're someone that's really ready to step into your authenticity and who you are and who you want to be, what's beautiful about IET is you can absolutely call in the 9 archangels to assist you in your own life. So you can use this modality on yourself as often and as much as you want to really move yourself out of the lower timelines, out of the lower vibrations, into the higher timelines and vibrations, your most probable outcome, the best probable outcome. So, IET really goes into the issues of your tissues. And I talk about epigenetics in my latest podcast. So, if you want to learn more about that, head over to Spiritual 411 and listen to my latest episode, which is generational trauma. But if you're someone that, has suffered a lot of abuse, a lot of neglect, feel like you are here to break generational curses, and you're really feeling like you need help, right? Integrated energy therapy is the thing that I feel can really propel you into where you want to be. And if you want more on that, definitely head over to my website. But we're going to be together for those certifications in March. All that information is on my website, how much it is, what you need to know about it. There is a payment plan. You can start today. Seating is limited and seats are taken. So if that's something you're on the fence about, I hope you will at least go there and check out the information so that you know everything you need to know so that you can make your informed decision. Because I do feel like 2026 is the year to invest in ourselves, because it is going to be a very tumultuous year in the collective, but we can rein it in for ourselves in the personal, right? So, okay. One of a kind bee. I really like that name. It's really cool. If you're here, just know that if you're not a subscriber and haven't been subscriber for at least a day, unfortunately, you will not be able to participate. But if you want to participate next Tuesday, please hit that subscribe button. Absolutely. All right. One of a kind bee. What does Spirit have for you? Three of Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel coming in for you. And I'm hearing he is the Archangel of communication. So I feel like this is a message for you that is going to incorporate communication on some level. So prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Yeah. So this is self-talk, B. This is self-talk. This is you starting to change the inner dialogue that happens in your mind about your situation, about yourself, about your beliefs, and flipping the script from half empty to half full. So when you're thinking thoughts like, I can't do that, it never works out for me, there's someone smarter, there's someone this, there's someone that, whatever the comparison is, it's time to let that go. You came here as a light worker at this time on the planet to be yourself. And I feel like that it is time for you to step out of whatever the comfort zone is that you've been kind of holding yourself into. And so really looking at, how am I talking to myself? What are the predominant thoughts? Are they coming from my heart and they're loving to me, myself? Or are they egoic and they are still coming from that fight or flight, that you don't want to make that change? You don't want to go in that new direction. You don't want to speak to that person because you don't know that. You don't know how it's going to turn out, so let's not do it. That is your small ego, the egoic mind, keeping you from moving forward. And Archangel Gabriel is coming in to say that it is time for you to make the plans to move forward. I really am trying to get that to focus so you can see it. Because it is time for you to have the prosperity. It is time for you to have the success. Do I gotta like close her eyes? It's usually an eyes thing, like if it's tuning into too many sets of eyes, but she's the only eyes on the. Well, I promise. It says prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So that's what I feel like you're being called to do, is kind of ask yourself, where am I maybe not being optimistic? Or where am I maybe talking myself down, away from, out of what it is I really want to do? Or the other thing I'm hearing from Archangel Metatron is, do you have somebody else in your life who's telling you, stop, don't go, don't do, don't be, don't have, because they're afraid of the safety and stability getting, the boat getting rocked, basically. But your ship is coming in. And I feel like this is going to be most of this year where things are moving in a positive direction if you're allowing it. And so if you're still holding on to the fear that it's not going to happen, then my dear, it's not going to happen. So this is really about you getting into that. How do I have that inner dialogue that says, yes, I am good enough. Yes, I deserve it. Yes, I have everything I need. Yes, I'm grateful for all the things that I have, and I'm grateful for, what it is that you feel you want. So it's time. It's time to know that you do deserve, that you are loved beyond measure, and dropping down into your heart and listening from that space. And anything that you're hearing from your egoic mind, that's saying no, stop, don't, in whatever negative way they're saying it, this is where you say, I hear you. I understand your role, trying to keep me safe and stable and keeping me in the lane I've been in that's been okay, but I'm good. I got this. And I'm just going to ignore you. I'm going to set you over here, and I'm going to keep going in the direction I'm being led to go in, because that's where the prosperity is. It's in the new direction. Yeah, I am powerful and positive. Perfect. I love it. Yeah, so there's your validation that the script has flipped, and very exciting. Very exciting. So thank you for being here. Thank you. You're making me cry. Yes, we have lots of decisions to make for my mom. I'll message you later tomorrow. Well, honey, I was feeling it. I was feeling like that's what I was kind of getting, that the decisions that you have to make are surrounding your mom. Again, I don't ever want to put people's business out on a public forum, but yeah, I think that that's the message that I'm getting, is that whatever you do out of love will be okay. Even if it's not what anybody wants, but it's what needs to be. And it's coming from that place of love. I feel like you're good. All right. So sending you lots of love and many blessings to all of you. Oh my gosh, one of a kind bee. I love that. Also, I felt that here, let's just put that up there. Also, I felt that some of the reading for Desiree was meant for me also. Thank you for mentioning that, because I didn't put up the little disclaimer that I try to do at the beginning of these, is yes, if there's a message that I'm reading for someone else, especially for those of you who maybe I don't get to in the hour because there's just too many of you, know that message is also for you. Because one thing that as a medium that I have experienced in group settings is Spirit is going to bring through the most beneficial message for the most people in that group. So whether you're watching this on the replay or you're watching this now, whatever is really hitting your heart, whatever is really resonating with you, yes, it is for you. So, thank you for that reminder that I hadn't had that conversation with you all. B, I totally appreciate it. So, oh, you're very welcome. Hopefully, I will be showing up more to kind of reconnect with all of you in this forum. So, okay. So, I grabbed and oh, there it is. Okay. So I grabbed the pamphlet um, that is about integrated energy therapy. So this is the pamphlet that you can actually get if you see me in person. But I just wanted to read the benefits because I think it's really important. Because I think that sometimes when you're going through something really, really difficult, you think like you're alone. And when you're in pain, it feels very isolating because most people that are around you, they have their own pain. So they really don't want to share in yours, right? They really can't be there for you in the way that you need just because they're going through their own stuff. And we don't always know what other people are going through or what they're holding on to. So I never want to, demonize anybody that's, got their own thing going on. But this is one of the ways in which you can help yourself. 2, painlessly identify and release your deeply suppressed feelings and your core cellular memories. So those of you, again, that are going through generational trauma or clearing, you came in with that contract, you signed on the dotted line, I'm going to clear this generational trauma in my lifetime. Where is it? It's all at your cellular memory. It's all in your physical body. And you can do the psychological, right? You can do the psychological releasing, but until you get into the physical energetic of it, right? It's still kind of there. And so one of the things that IET does is it permanently helps you to release anything you're holding on to at the cellular level. It clears your energy blocks that limit your health, your life purpose, prosperity, and creativity. One of the things that I love about IET is if you're someone that has like a chronic illness, not that I'm giving medical advice or any claim to some supernatural thing, but it does help. It does help. Especially prosperity, if you're someone that really struggles with a lack mentality, you've been conditioned through society or family that you never have enough, right? That is definitely an energy block that keeps you from being able to get to that prosperity, that level of financial abundance that you're wanting, whether it's just being able to live comfortably or, to be financially free. It's where you take this is totally up to you. But lack mentality, I think, especially around the financial, is something that as a society we struggle with. We are the product of our grandfathers and forebears that, went through the Great Depression. And so there's a lot of generational trauma there around money, not having enough. They weren't able to eat. And that's survival 101. So, there's a lot of us that, we work really hard, but we don't ever seem to get ahead. And it's an energy block that can be released. IET empowers you to experience fulfilling, loving relationships on all areas of your life, especially if you're someone that has had real emotional neglect at a very early age. It can be really hard to unconditionally love people because you were never taught how. You were never showed at a very early age what that looked like or how that felt. And so that can be something that's really holding you back from having that most compatible soulmate relationship. And so that's something that, many people can struggle with. I'm not finding the person that I want to be with. I'm not finding the person that, will love me unconditionally. And this is why. Because energetically they're bumping up against this energy of I don't deserve, or it's not for me, right? I don't know what that is, so it's uncomfortable. I'm going to run away from it. And how do we release that, right? The angels can help you do that. IET works with 9 archangels that come into each and every session and help to release these energy signatures, blocks, traumas that, we can't always release on our own. It's going to help you to discover and live your soul's mission in life. All of you, if you're finding me, you are a light worker. You came here with a soul mission and purpose, if nothing else, to embody and model love. And if you're holding on to real traumatic energy, it's going to be very hard for you to do that. IET also provides gentle yet powerful support for survivors of childhood trauma such as physical and sexual abuse, alcoholic and dysfunctional families. One of the things that I can honestly say is addiction has been a recurring theme in my life, and hopefully one of the generational traumas that I am helping to break. And, I if many of you don't know this, but I have a daughter who struggles with addiction. And last year was a hell of a year for us. The year before was the beginning of it. 2024 was when it got real. And 2025 is when we really went through a lot of helping to look at everybody's roles and look at everybody's trauma. And so IET was very, very instrumental in helping me to release codependent tendencies, needing to control everyone in every situation, and helping her to release that negative energy pattern of addiction. We are 80% better than when we started. And I know that we would not be here, and she may not even be with us if it weren't for the angels, if it weren't for the faith, if it weren't for Christ consciousness or God. Because I do believe in God, and I do believe in what I'm doing, and I do believe in the angels, and I know that they will work. All we have to do is call them in. All we have to do is ask and then allow. And for us humans, sometimes that's where we get into trouble. We don't know how to accept the help because of our conditions, our stories, our trauma. Supports your self-healing at all levels, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, which is, I love this because you can use IET for self-healing. Once you're certified, you can use it on yourself as often as you'd like and the people around you. Whether you charge or not, especially if you're just doing it for friends and family. But it's just a tool in my toolbox that I couldn't do any of this without, honestly, guys. That connection to that group of spiritual beings coming in. And so, how do you get into connection with them? Well, it increases your connection to your angels and helps you work with them in your own life. It's one of the byproducts. And so, when I'm teaching my evidential medium course, which is now the 5D awakening course, which I'm doing in April, starting in April, I do kind of talk about IET for those who are really feeling like they can't connect to the angels in the way that they would want to, because they are feeling blockages. This is the way to release the blockages. So if you're someone in my area, because unfortunately integrated energy therapy is copyrighted and there are rules. And one of the rules is that all certifications are done in person. So unfortunately you would have to be in person. If you're not close to New York State, if it's in person is not what you can do, that's okay. You can go to learniet.com and look for providers in your own area, to be honest with you. But yeah, integrated energy therapy is complementary to other healing arts and can be used alone or in combination with other holistic or traditional approaches to accelerate your self-healing journey. IET is not a replacement for traditional medical approaches. Please note that while IET can be very effective, no medical claims are made as to the effect or outcome of this treatment approach. Each person is encouraged to be responsible in the use and choice of professional healing assistance as needed. So there's my disclaimer. But yeah, if it's something that you want more information on, even if you just want sessions with me, it's also part of my spiritual coach package, Empower Me Now. So all of that's on the website, but yeah, integrated energy therapy is instrumental and the core of everything else that I do. Um, so if that's something that you're feeling called to, something that resonates with you, definitely go to my website and read more about it or reach out and let's talk. I do have a 15-minute free call for those of you maybe you've never met me before and you don't know if we'd be a good fit to work together. One thing about IET sessions, whether it's spiritual life coaching or just the Empower sessions, individual IET sessions, they can be done virtual. And I've been doing virtual sessions for this last decade. So many, many testimonials you'll see on my website from people around the world, which is crazy to me that I say that, but that's the truth. That's the truth. All right. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. Uh, Let's do. There we go. That's better. Hello, Mariana. Welcome. How are you? Happy New Year to you also. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Oh, I had two fall out, literally, Mariana. 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. 5 of Ariel. Yeah, it's time to start. Honestly, I feel like for you, your worry is unnecessary is the next card. Look at that. 2 cards about how your thoughts are creating your reality. Mariana, it is time for you to understand that we live in a co-creative reality. And the energy we put out, honey, is the energy we get back. Law of attraction, law of correspondence, so many laws to kind of teach us that we are the dictators of our experience. And for me, it took me a lot of years to know this, a lot of years to know this. And right now, I think it's so important for you to really control how you're thinking about things. And if you're really, really having a hard time with stopping the negative self talk or the worry, because you're in a spot, and I get it, we're human, we get in spots. And yeah, I'm feeling like you're definitely feeling very isolated in whatever it is that's going on, or you feel alone. Um, Especially I'm feeling like maybe alone in a relationship, like, and that's the worst place to be lonely when you're in a relationship. I've been lonely in a relationship and I've been lonely single, and it's a hell of a lot worse when you're in the relationship and you're lonely. It's like, because your other person isn't there the way they said they were going to be there. And yeah, so gratitude journaling is going to be really, really, really instrumental. One of the best practices you can use to help you during this time to keep your self in a positive place so you can literally tell your cells to get better, to get healthy. So talking to yourself positively, having gratitude for what is going right, but also talking to your body positively. Your body listens, your body hears you. So gratitude journaling and then really having some really positive conversations with your body about healing, about getting better. But yeah, I'm really feeling like your angels are saying they're with you. They're with you. They've got you. You're not alone. And this 5 of Ariel coming in, Archangel Ariel coming in, on the pink ray of love, wanting you to know that you are loved, that you are held. You're not alone. The other thing that I'm really getting with this 9 of Michael, so Archangel Michael also coming in to help protect you and give you the courage and strength at this time. But it says release the feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. And so anything that you're holding on to that maybe feels like regret or guilt or woulda, coulda, should've, give that to Archangel Michael. And do it over and over again as often as it comes up. Because those are also negative emotions that are impacting you and your ability to heal. So focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire, okay? Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Yeah, you're not alone. You're not alone. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies, and we don't want to do that. So if you're not someone that's ever done a gratitude journal before, I would start there because that will really help you to flip that script in there, in that egoic mind that's maybe got those thoughts kind of on a loop, right? On a loop, the worry on a loop, the fear on a loop. And you don't have to break it. You don't have to break that loop for 24 hours. Literally a couple minutes a day of breaking that loop will make a tremendous amount of difference. So, gratitude journaling for, 2 to 5 minutes, at least 12 things every day you're grateful for. And also be grateful for future outcomes as if they're present, they're in the present, right? So using statements like, I am grateful for my healthy body. I am grateful for, whatever that desired outcome is. And use those statements as if they're happening, they're here. Those desired outcomes are here in the present moment. We're going to pull them into the present moment. Okay? All right. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you so much love and so many blessings. Truly. Truly. Whew. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. Well, everyone, this has been a little powerful tonight, isn't it? Very powerful. We've talked about some stuff. All right. Melissa, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring through for Melissa. All right, my dear, let's see what comes up for you. All right, that one stuck right out. Oh, I like this. My Raphael. Archangel Raphael coming in, angel of healing. Oh, 3 of Raphael. You have reasons to celebrate. A community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So what I'm hearing is that your fears are unfounded, that things are going to work out. I feel like this is in regards to children or a child that you're worried about. I'm hearing something about going off the rails. It's not the case. May seem it. I feel like maybe they're just doing a lot of questioning or soul searching, or, they're feeling constrained. It's like they want to break out of the constraints. They're trying to find their voice. They're trying to find their power. They're trying to find their, who they are, versus, who they, um, have taught they should be. Um, but I feel like they're gonna get there, and it's gonna be okay. It's just the growing pains that you may be experiencing or going to be experiencing. They're not gonna be fun, right? Because when our children are in crisis or seem to be in crisis, right? As a parent, you wanna swoop in there and you just wanna fix it. You wanna take care of it. Because for, the first 14 years, that's what we did. Um, or 13 years or 12 years. Yeah, I think it's like 14. I think 15 is when they really start to, like, stretch those boundaries. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a little earlier, but I just feel like it's gonna be okay. And the other thing that I'm picking up, on, like, another aspect of this card is that you are going to be having reasons to celebrate personally. So, it's not just about your role as mom, but also your role as a person, right? As a woman. So, I feel like this is almost, this year for you is gonna be really about stepping kind of into other roles where you are more, um, in community with, peers, with, people of like mind, people of, it's like situations in clubs or groups that are just for you. They're just for things you're interested in. Um, that you are gonna be kind of breaking away from those old stories and kind of moving into this new, almost like a paradigm shift in your life of, like, you get to go places you wanna go and do things you wanna do, and not feel guilty about it. Like, really important for you, like, not to feel guilty about it, because it's gonna be so easy to feel guilty about it because you've always been there for your family or for your close friends or, people that really have relied on you, and it's like, no, it's okay to step outside of, whatever that box is that you've kind of put yourself in for a while, or a couple of decades. And now it's okay to break free. It's okay to celebrate. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to step into things that you're passionate about or things that, I'm just hearing give yourself permission. Give yourself permission. Melissa, it's time to give yourself permission. So, I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hi, Cynthia. It's so nice for you to be here live. How are you? I hope you're doing well. All right, let me knock these out. You're welcome, Melissa. Let's knock these out. All right, Miss Cynthia, let's see what we got. Queen of Michael, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. I never realized this before. Holy cow. The queen on this card is a picture of Louise Hayes. I never put that together. So this deck was done by Radley Valentine and someone else who we're not going to mention because she's kind of denounced everything, which is fine. But they were part of Hay House back in the day. And look at that. That is Louise Hay, who is Hay House. Never realized that before. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here, Cynthia, that it is your time to stand in your power, to speak your truth, to embody what you came here to embody, that it is your time to bloom. Look at those yellow roses. Um, yeah. So I feel like this is your time to shine. It's your time to be your powerful self. And to be honest with you, I think you have because in the past couple of, I want to say months, that you have commented on things that I've either done live or not. You've been really imparting wisdom, some really, really good wisdom. And I feel like that wisdom that is coming through you is so needed at this time. So keep it up. Keep, showing up where you're being called to show up. Keep doing what you're being called to do. And yeah, and I feel like it's time to have fun with it also. I keep getting called to this humorous. It says brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. So yeah, I feel like spirit is wanting you to enjoy what you're doing. Um, and when you're in your power, when you are feeling grounded, when you are feeling safe and stable, you really can have fun with what you're doing. And so the benefit of experience. Yeah. It's time for you to share your wisdom and keep doing it and keep sharing it. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. It's nice to be live. It's nice to be live, to be honest with you. So are you back on Tuesday Tarot now weekly? I hope so. We miss seeing you. Love and blessings. Thank you so much, Johanna. I truly appreciate it. I think I might be. I don't know. I think I may be, to be honest with you. Now that things have calmed down and we've gotten into a routine and yeah, we just might be. We'll see how it goes. So stay tuned. Yes, if you are here and you're unable to comment, there is a caveat that you need to be a subscriber and have it subscribed for at least a day. So if you want to be able to comment and receive a card next week, I just need you to subscribe to the channel. All right. So, okay, Miss Johanna, yours literally flew out. 5 of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. I've really struggled with this everything happens for a reason, until I understood, right? Until I knew that, the laws of the universe are how things work, that we're in a vibrational universe, and that things happen because we need to be propelled out of our comfort zone. And that's what I'm feeling here for you. That there's been several times where you've had to be bumped out of your comfort zone to help you to get into the powerful position that you always should have been in, receiving the gifts, living in the luxury, being safe and stable. And so I feel like this is validation for what you've been through, that it's gotten you out of situations that were really never yours to begin with. And it's moving you towards now receiving and going in the direction that you're being called to go in. I do feel like the healing that you're doing will continue. and to continue to do the healing. And that as you take back your power, as you step into your authenticity, as you receive the gifts that are due you, and allow them to come to you, letting go of this question of, do I deserve it? Have I done enough to deserve it? You are a beautiful multidimensional being that came here on this planet with a mission. And everything that will be coming to you, that has been coming to you, is owed to you. It's not about you having to do more. It's not about you having to be more, give more. It's about you really grounding down into who you are and just shining that light in whatever way you feel called to shine it. But thinking that you have to do more, you don't. You don't. It's time to embrace the opportunities for happiness. Allow the gifts into your life. The gift of time. The gift of attention. I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're very welcome, Johanna. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. So, if you want to work with me individually, certification, if you're looking for a spiritual life coach to help you to connect into your own ability and gifts, your psychic senses, if you have a calling to do this work, please check out my website, melissaalwatkins.com. And I will look forward to working with you, getting to know you, being a part of your journey as you are a part of mine. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your week, and we'll talk soon.